Maybe somewheres on the news or newspapers, on social media, you're going to hear the terminology land back. And basically what that is Indigenous people returning back to their traditional territories, doing their traditional things. And so because many people, Indigenous people, don't believe that it's Crown land and that they never ceded and surrendered their lands, that they're able to go back home. And of course, live their lives, develop their sense of culture and traditions again, and rebuild who they are as a people. And that's a good thing. It's a very good thing.
Language and culture for Indigenous peoples is the foundation of who they are. So it's hard to separate one from the other. So when we understand how Indigenous people see the world, their relationship to it, to their family, their community, their nation, and the roles that they have to play in their community is super important.
So one thing that I really want to talk about is oftentimes when Indigenous people, go onto their traditional territories and protect their lands, they're often met with, police violence. And I mean militarized police violence. And this isn't right. Indigenous people have a right to protect their traditional lands because that's where they're from, that's where their people are buried, that's where they have their histories, that's where their languages come from. And like I said, there's more than enough land to go around. And there's no excuse for militarized police to get involved when Indigenous people are trying to protect the land during a climate crisis. And so we kind of need everybody's help on this to get on board and to say, you know what, no, this is not right. Why is it only Indigenous people that are met with militarized police when protecting the environment? There's something wrong with that. So racism, systemic racism, plays a role in this. And it's often the women that are being arrested, targeted, and thrown in jail for protecting plants, for protecting flowers and blueberries. It just doesn't make sense, and it needs to stop. And we need your help.
Just like language and culture, the land is essential. You can't differentiate, you can't separate them. The language is directly tied to the land. The way we understand the world, how education happens happens through the land. The relationship that we have to the land helps to identify the relationship that we have with ourselves, the relationship that we have with our families and our communities. The role that language and culture has in playing is rebuilding our family structures. It's rebuilding our communities, and it's helping to strengthen us as a nation of people.